and his wife, Hector and Monique. I hope I pronounced those Monique right. But they're the ones who actually got Pedro onto our podcast. So shout out to all them. They're awesome. I love y'all. I'm proud of y'all. Thank you for listening to the show. I hope y'all are having a great week. And I hope your weekend that is coming up is extra awesome. And I love you. And let's see. I got one more shout out. And that goes to Michaela, who left us a voicemail, a.k.a. Stims. Love you. And I'm proud of you. And I hope you're doing good. All right. That's it. That's all I got.
How dare you not have any more than that?
Love you, Jake Farm. Just feel like, yeah, he's going to come after me.
Gotta have Jake Farm.
Hey, Hans. I love you too. I ain't forgetting about you. I think about you all the time.
Hans is a beautiful soul.
I see you in my dreams.
All right. So I have 3 shout outs from Facebook. Of course, our man Wyatt. He told me that he wanted a Ghost Stories 4 as well. But he did have a little extra to say about leaking my Xbox 360 party chats.
Woo!
So I'm gonna go ahead and just throw it out in the open. I did not have sexual relations with that woman or man or Bigfoot. You can't prove shit. No, but thanks Wyatt. He's very active on all platforms it seems, and that's awesome. Love it. Then we got shout out to Nick. He was asking about if we were gonna do an episode on Johnny Gosh.
We have him on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I told you Nick I'd let him know. So he's on the list. He said he feels that there's a finder's feel to it. But yeah, talking to him about that. And then have a Gina. She recommended us on Facebook and says that I love the podcast, I love the topics, and love Theories Thursday. It gets spicy. So I wanted to give her a shout out for that, for definitely recommending us. That's awesome. And saying those nice things about us.
That's really kind.
Yes, thank you.
I know Facebook these days is pretty hectic with everything going on. So not a lot of people getting on Facebook. I've heard, especially on the Discord, multiple people have actually deleted their Facebook.
What's happening on Facebook?
Just all the COVID and
Privacy breaches.
political stuff going on. It's just a lot of hectic stuff, and people just don't like what's going on there. And I respect that.
Before we go past the section, I wanted to shout out Derek H. off Twitter. He was the guy who had his shirt got a face on it. So he's like, I want to take a picture of my shirt because it was overly dirty from work today. And then I saw some art. Do you see the face? Reminds me of the Bellamy's faces. And I sent you guys a text with it. And it does.
Oh, yeah. It does.
And so we had some people reply to it. And of course I agreed that I saw it. One guy said, burn the shirt, LOL. Just playing. Maybe. And then Derek responded, I will if it comes back.
Oh, definitely.
So I thought that was really funny, and I really appreciated that post. And then Matt O, he said that the Patreon bonus episodes that we have are worth every penny. But as with most podcasts, I recommend listening to 1.5 speed if you have severe ADHD and need to have the info hit you fast. He also posted us something I gotta dive into, but talking about the death of Chadwick Boseman and how it's connected to other, it seems like dates of August 28th, there's a connection. Like Jackie Robinson Day and Major League Baseball, well, go into it. But he gave us a little rabbit hole to go down, so I appreciate that very much, sir.
All right. Well, we don't have any corrections from last week, I don't think. None?
Not that I know of.
All right. Well, thank you all for your support and for your love. And thank you again for joining us today. You were all amazing, every single one of you. So with that being said, Ricardo Anon and your son, can you do us the honors and roll us out?
It's okay to be out of this world of all your thoughts.
Because you're not alone.
Because you're not alone.
an inside look at Hollywood with Michael Rosenbaum.
Let's get inside of Mark Paul Gosselaar. How hard was it, by the way, working on a series like NYPD Blue?
Glad I'm not like walking onto a show that like that now, because with all social media and everyone has an opinion. In early 2000, there was one guy with a blog. I just remember reading that I was going to bring the franchise down. I was horrible. And by the way, I thought they were right.
Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to
Theories
of the Third Kind.
Welcome to Theories of the Third Kind. My name is Aaron, and I am one of your hosts. There are two other hosts that are joining me today, of course, Hans.
Hello.
And Danielson.
Ayo.
So before we start today's episode, I just want to say, like always, we do not run any ads on this show or take any money from any corporations. So if you'd like to help us out, well, there's a few ways that you can do that.
One of the ways is Patreon. For only $5 a month, which is 16 cents a day, you can sign up to our Patreon and get an extra episode each week. These Patreon episodes are exclusive to members only. Today, we released a Patreon exclusive episode, which is over the CIA project where they infiltrate and influence journalists and media outlets throughout the years, called Operation Mockingbird.
Also, we have over 50 extra episodes, which is over 70 extra hours already locked and loaded for your listening pleasure, such as Aerial School UFO, Spear of Destiny, Silk Road, and much more, which you get access to all of them for just $5 a month.
Another way to support the show is through merchandise. Just teleport on over to our website, theoriesofthethirdkind.com, and click on the shop button. There, you can see all the merchandise we have for sale. T-shirts, hats, mugs, all that good stuff. And I just want to say that the money we get from Patreon and merchandise sales goes to bettering the show.
Also, we know things are tough out there right now. So if you can't afford a shirt or a Patreon membership, but you want to help us out, then you can leave us a written review on iTunes, and that helps us out a ton.
If you don't want to leave one, though, then that is fine. We just want you guys, girls, aliens, reptilians, Bigfoot, Sasquatches, Chupacabras, ghosts, Illuminati members, underground lizard people, whoever or whatever you are to enjoy the show.
Also, one last thing. If any of you would like to reach out to us, then you can shoot us a message on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, or you can go to our website, theoriesofthethirdkind.com, click on the contact button, and there you will find our email addresses. And that is the end of the announcements. So today's episode is Project MK Ultra. So how this episode will go today is that we'll talk about the beginning of it, what it was, how it came to light, strange facts and findings, theories around it, and of course, wrap it all up with our own personal thoughts and theories. So with all that being said, let's get into today's episode.
On August 3rd, 1977, there was a hearing in front of the United States Senate. The director of the CIA and other agency witnesses gave their testimonies about documents that were discovered. These documents detailed nearly 20 years of extremely secretive CIA programs. These programs saw countless unsuspecting Americans exposed to drugs, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, abuse, torture, and much more. All this testing being hidden and conducted by the CIA under the project name MK Ultra.
Now, just like every week, we have to start at the beginning. So to better understand this MK Ultra, we have to start at the creation of the CIA. So Dan, do you want to start us off with that?
Of course. So all of this starts during World War II. The United States at this time had established what was called the OSS, which was the Office of Strategic Services. This OSS agency was being used to conduct intelligence gathering operations and engage in espionage to assist in the ongoing war.